A billionaire's jet engine stalled, and no one, no mechanic, no expert, could fix it. The plane was stranded, and the wealthy passengers waited anxiously on the tarmac. It was supposed to be a routine stop, but something was different this time. Enter Brianna, a black homeless girl with nothing but a mechanic's toolbox and a willingness to try. With only minutes left before the entire trip was canceled, Brianna made a shocking offer. "If you allow, I can fix it." Could this girl, with nothing to lose, save the day? Wait a second. Tell us where you're watching from in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories like this. Brianna had spent years moving from one shelter to the next, always carrying her toolbox with her. One of the few things left from a life she used to dream about. She'd always been good with engines, having learned from her father, who was a mechanic before his death. On that fateful day, she was passing through the airport, hoping to catch a break, when she saw the billionaire's private jet stuck on the runway. Her eyes locked onto the engine, noticing something was off. She had seen it before. It wasn't complicated. It was just a matter of understanding the engine's quirks. The airport staff were busy wringing their hands, helpless. As the crowd of elite passengers murmured in confusion, Brianna approached the crew. She said the unthinkable, "If you allow, I can fix it." The tension in the air thickened. She was a stranger, a homeless black girl with no credentials. Why would they trust her? The crew exchanged uncertain glances. The jet had been grounded for hours after the engine malfunctioned during takeoff, and multiple experts had already tried and failed to find a solution. The billionaire's personal mechanic, a well-dressed man with a diploma from a prestigious university, initially tried to dismiss Brianna. Still, there was something about her calm confidence that made him hesitate. She wasn't an ordinary homeless girl. The more Brianna stood there, the more she caught the attention of the passengers. Some whispered, questioning if they were really going to allow her to touch such a high-value jet. "I've worked with engines like these before," Brianna said, her voice steady. "Just give me 5 minutes." With a look that conveyed both desperation and a glimmer of hope, the billionaire finally nodded. His decision was more out of frustration than belief, but he couldn't afford to lose any more time. Brianna knelt beside the engine, her hands moving swiftly and expertly. The crew watched, skeptical but silent. As she opened the cover and began working on the engine's components, the crowd fell silent. Each motion of her hands seemed precise, like she had done this 1,000 times. The passengers' murmurs died down, replaced by stunned silence. Brianna worked tirelessly, blocking out their doubt and whispers, focusing only on the task in front of her. The engine sputtered, then roared to life. The sound echoed through the tarmac as Brianna stood up, wiping her hands on her worn-out jeans. The once-dead engine purred, its rhythm steady and smooth. The billionaire's eyes widened in disbelief. He had watched as the so-called experts failed. But it was this girl, this homeless black girl, who had saved the day. The air felt electric. Brianna, still with dirt under her nails and grease on her face, stood tall. The crowd's skepticism turned into awe, but there was no time to celebrate. The plane was ready for takeoff, and the passengers began boarding in a daze. But as the billionaire stepped toward Brianna, he paused. "Who are you?" he asked, his voice filled with newfound respect. Brianna didn't answer right away. She turned, walking away as the jet's engines hummed behind her. She had done what no one thought possible. She fixed a problem that the world's best experts couldn't solve. It wasn't just about the jet, though. It was about the moments when people are dismissed based on who they are or where they come from. Brianna's ability wasn't defined by her circumstances. It was determined by her knowledge, her skill, and her will. The billionaire never forgot that day. He later funded a scholarship for women in mechanics, specifically for those who had been overlooked by society. Brianna's impact extended far beyond that runway, prompting everyone who witnessed it to reconsider what it meant to be qualified. How many more times would the world ignore the brilliance hidden in plain sight? How many more stories like this will it take before equality is more than a seat assignment? Tell me, where are you watching from? Take care.